Alrighty guys, we are back with our blaster, 2002 Yamaha blaster. As we know, we went through the carb last time, went through the reeds, and didn't find anything wrong. We were actually getting this thing to fire up at the beginning of the video, and then towards the end we couldn't get it to run at all. Or at least I'm not sure if I included that in the video, but I couldn't get it to run at all after those first few startups there at the beginning. And I pulled the tank off to see how the spark was and compression. I got 150 psi, but I couldn't get any spark. Excuse me. So I ordered a new spark plug from Rocky Mountain. Due to COVID-19, Rocky Mountain's shipping time is way longer right now, so that was awful. I ended up waiting like a week and a half for a spark plug. Probably would have just went and picked one up at that if I had known it was going to be that long. I want to focus on the blaster first of all today. See if that new spark plug changes anything. Because like I said, this thing runs sometimes, so there's no way it has no spark. Also, since the last video, I just kind of while I was waiting for the parts, I had nothing to do, so I was just touched this up a little bit. If you notice, the kind of got rid of the rust down there with some silver paint. Looks much better. And these bars were all rusted out. See, I missed a spot down here, but they look much better just with a little semi-gloss black paint on there. So let's see if this spark plug changes anything. Guys, here's that new plug we've been waiting for. It's the BR8ES. So what I'm gonna do is throw this thing in there, put some gas in the cylinder, and see if this thing will fire up. That way we're bypassing the carb. We know it's not a carb issue. We know we have a new plug. Alrighty guys, so we got some 2-stroke gas right here. I'm just gonna go easy with this. Only put a little bit in here, if we can manage that. So guys, I've come to the conclusion that this thing definitely has no spark. So it wasn't just the spark plug, unfortunately. We're gonna have to dig deeper on this thing and kind of probably do some research. I know blasters are pretty well-known bikes, so maybe it'll be an easy fix. Not really sure, but I still don't understand that, like, because it starts sometimes. I mean, I can't start it right now for some reason, but it would start before, so maybe spark was just weak before and now it's just completely gone. I don't really know. What's up guys? We're back here. It's been a little while since we've looked at the blaster here. As we can see, probably looks a lot better to you guys just from the last video. It's been a while, but I've done a lot of work to it off camera. There was actually so we were getting no spark. It is what was our problem. This thing wouldn't start. Remember, it was backfiring, and there was it was just running like total crap. It started like for a minute, but it was just running absolutely terrible. So our Torr system was deleted. As you can see right here, this is where it goes and inserts into the ignition there. But this piece was still here. So let's pull the seat. So the big bulky thing on top of the carburetor was still there, so I was kind of confused. It looks like they kind of deleted the Torrs, but not all the way. So there's a box under here. It's not the CDI, not this one, but it would probably be like right here. And if you're having the same problem where your bike's really not running or it kind of just cuts out one day, like I said, this thing was running before. It just kind of ran like crap. So I was thinking about getting a new coil, you know, trying to test things out, see what was wrong, why I wasn't getting spark. So I just figured I would mess with this Torr system first, because I know these are notorious to go bad on these blasters. So I messed with that, and it fixed all of our problems. It just started right up after that. But we were having a problem where it would idle way too high, like out of control. And this thing was too loose in here, our reed cage. was just way too loose. I don't know if it like came loose somehow or what, but I don't know. But anyways, we also we painted up our wheels, put a new seat cover on her. Just did what we could. The bike market lately has just been literally like out of this world. I would have never expected. So I just posted this thing for $1,800. And it's a freaking blaster. You guys know how these things are. Like, they go for like $1,000, maybe like 13 if they're in good shape. This thing's by no means in like great shape. It's got all dings in the plastics, and it's got no rear grab bar. The rear brakes don't work on it. But people are just dying to ride something right now for some reason. I don't know. Think of it that way. But anyways. Our carb does leak a little bit of gas out of the overflow there, but nothing big. I greased up our fittings here. So I mean, I've done a lot of work off camera, and let's show you guys. She runs perfect now. I wish I did it on camera, but like I said, guys, I've never evaluated a no spark bike before. Like, so I didn't really know what I was getting myself into, and if I don't know what I'm doing, then like, why am I gonna sit there and record the whole time? So I gotta start her up. Usually starts first kick. Whoa. Come on, baby. So it doesn't have an idle screw, which is kind of a pain. You know, the Tors is supposed to be the idle, but that's obviously deleted at this point. And there's no real way to adjust the idle on this thing. I just kind of, you have to go by the air screw here. So I think it's running a little bit rich, but it kind of idles out of control if I lean it out anymore. So I want to take you guys for a ride today because, like I said, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I have someone on the way for this thing. I don't know where they're coming from or what, but he said he's serious, he has cash today, so that's what they all say. But oh, also we sold the Raptor 350. We got $2,700 for that thing, which I think is a pretty good price for a 2007 quad, not even a 450. But GoPro here hasn't been used in a long time, so I'm gonna put her to use and take you guys for a little ride before we hopefully sell this thing. Or honestly, I don't really care. Wheelie's amazing, guys. I'm gonna show you. See what this thing can do. Running out of fuel. That's what two-strokes do when they run out of fuel there, guys. A little idle out of control. Ooh, we got a little frisky there. Sucks, there's no rear grab bar. You can't nothing pull this thing by. Yeah, fuck this. Let's just go over this shit. Probably not a good idea, but whatever. Let's see. This is a good first ride. There we go, baby. Can we make it? It is absolutely ridiculous how light the front end is on this, guys. I love it. Honestly, don't care to sell this thing. I love it. So easy to wheelie. Too bad we don't have rear brakes. So I do think it's running a little bit rich, guys, but I can't. Hill, guys. So steep. It's not very long, but it's so loves it. Not as steep, but there is a jump at the top of it. Alright, let's try hitting the hill one more time. See if we can do a third gear. There she was. This is what I mean, guys. Like, the market is just so insane. 1,500, and I'll come tomorrow. This dude says, what did he say? I'll bring you 18 first thing in the AM. That's crazy for a freaking blaster. It's not even that nice. It is a blast, though. Figured that out. See if we did anything to our front bumper. She's good. This dude wants to trade me this thing in $1,000. This is kind of crazy. We could probably get more than $800 for that thing. But we'll see what this dude, what he wants to do, because, you know, now that I have offers for $1,800, then I'm not really interested in selling for less. Who knows if that dude will actually come, but I can use that as leverage, so that's nice. Just kind of show him the message. If he asks if I'll do 15 or whatever. You know, I originally would do 15, but I told you this market is just ridiculous. So, anyways, I'm going to update you guys after this dude comes. He's on his way right now. I think he's at like 20 minutes or so. So yeah, I'll update you guys whether we sell it or not. Next project is this clapped out 400EX. It's a 2007. I'm going to push this thing out in the light in a little while after we figure out what we're doing with this blaster, and that's gonna be a fun project. I think it needs a head gasket, and it kind of ticks, so that's unfortunate. But we'll see. Alrighty, guys. So that is the most ridiculous thing that I've ever seen with the selling stuff. I just sold a Yamaha blaster. In the matter of like an hour, had so many people hitting me up. I sold it for $1,750. Like I said, those are usually like $1,000, $1,200 quad. So super happy with that. Ooh, I'm gonna. Woo. Just makes me want to sell everything I have, to be honest with you.